Okay, so we're going to use some new features in Excel. So let's do number 18 in Chapter 10. Floyd's Bumpers has distribution centers in Lafayette, Indiana, Charlotte, North Carolina, Los Angeles, California, Dallas, Texas, and Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Each distribution center carries all products sold. Floyd's customers are auto repair shops and larger auto parts retail stores. You are asked to perform an analysis of the customer assignments to determine which of Floyd's customers should be assigned to each distribution center. The rule for assigning customers to distribution centers is simple. A customer should be assigned to the closest center. The file of Floyd's contains a distance from each of Floyd's 1,029 customers to each of the 5 distribution centers. Your task is to build a list that tells which distribution center should serve each customer. The following function will be helpful. Min array. Okay. Now the min function returns basically the smallest value in a set of numbers. For example, if the range A1 to A3 contains the values 6, 25, and 38, then the formula min A1 to A3 returns the number 6 because it has the smallest of the 3 numbers. We're also going to use match. And so it's going to be equals match, lookup value, lookup array, match type. So the match function serves or searches for a specified item in a range of cells and returns the relative position of that item in the range. The lookup value is the value to match. The lookup array is the range of the search, and the match type indicates the type of match. And we're going to want to use 0 for an exact match here. And for example, if the range A1 to A3 contains the values 6, 25, and 38, then the formula match 25, comma, A1 to A3, comma, 0 returns the number 2 because 25 is second in the range. So it's looking up 25, and so the range is 6, 25, 38, that's the range. And you want an exact match, well, that's number 2. So that's going to be the second item. Then we're going to use the index of array, comma, column number. Now the index function returns the value of an element in a position of an array. For example, if the range A1 to A3 contains the values, again, 6, 25, 38, then the formula index A1 to A3, comma, 2 gives us 25 because it takes the second position and it gives us that value. Okay, it's the second value in the second position of the array, A1 to A3. Hint, basically create 3 new columns. In the first column, we're going to use the min function to calculate the minimum distance for the customer in that row. In the second column, use the match function to find the position of the minimum distance. And in the third column, use the position in the previous column with the index function referencing the row of distribution centers names to find the name of the distribution center that should service that customer. So what I've done is I've added those 3 columns, kind of like they said to do. So the distribution center location, the position, and the minimum distance. And so this is just going to be equals min, and then I double click that, and my array. So basically B4 to F4, okay? So that's my minimum distance. Now my position, it said we were going to use match, so equals match. And our lookup value, well, that's going to be this value, comma, and we're going to look up basically, where is that here? And then we're going to say comma, and then we're going to say 0, exact match, okay? And so enter, and that's in position 1, okay? Now we're going to use the index function for the last one. So index, and we're going to do the top one here. We're going to do array. So we're going to basically look at these values here, and then we're going to say common, or comma, and then we want to look up that value, okay, and enter. And so that's in Charlotte, North Carolina. Now, one key item here is we're going to be copying this down, and so we don't want to change this here, so we're going to need to add in our dollar signs. And we only want to do it for that array here. We don't want to do it for the position 1 here. So this should now give us all of the values we need, the minimum distance, the position, and the location. And so now we can copy those down, and we should be good to go. All right, now Control D. And so that gives us then every single item, which distribution center it should go to. And so it's telling us the minimum distance, the position, and the location from the distribution center. So that should give us a help. And the key items here are going to be our match and our index. Now these are going to also be used in problem 19, but we're going to also have to use the VLOOKUP. So I'll have to do another problem using the VLOOKUP function as well.